Hey guys, it's time to upgrade. I've got the Decade K-Touch here. Um, actually, hang on. I'm gonna go into my ride booker for a second to get a prop. Now, first, before I forget, because I actually don't have any real plans to do this, let's see what it does. Because I did not script, I didn't plan on this at all. I didn't plan this part. I do actually test these things. I do rehearse with these a little bit beforehand, but let's just... Okay, first, confirmation noise. And you get the 9 LEDs in there lighting up. Now let's insert this part. In case you can't tell, that's the Fies card. Yes, I'm going to. Let's see if it does anything suave. Ah, well. Anywhere you tap. Anywhere you tap, it's going to say that. If you hold it, it says Kamen Rider card Gonbaride. So, yeah, that's cool. I wanted to use the Fies card just because I was hoping this thing would say "Studded by" in that incredibly suave voice. But let's get into something equally as derp face. This card. I think this is Decade Complete's final form ride in the game, because it is yellow, or final attack ride, because it is yellow. But I don't know if that's what it would have said in the Japanese one, but this is the Korean, so it's a lot, I guess, nicer. It's a lot more show accurate. Not that this would be show accurate. Okay, so here we go. So what you can do with this screen is, and I'm going to turn the camera so you can see it a little better. Because this thing is really hard to do. This... It just has the numbers. So if I were to do 2009 is decade. 2000 Kuga. However, there's also a loophole. Hold down the 0. It'll do that for you. Get the same thing. Ah. You get the final form ride noises for every rider. Ah. Yeah, so... And holding down... Holding that down will change it to low volume or high volume. For the most part, now, I realize I was doing that in low volume now, but I'm going to do the rest in high volume. Oh, and by the way, with no card in there, just get a bunch of little light patterns. So yeah, that's what you get with those. So with no card in there, you just get some pretty little light patterns, which is cool. Now, let's put in this card. Decade complete. No scan for the deck driver to read. So yeah, but so now you've got what you noticed from the show. Let's do that insert again. It does what it does in the show. Now before I forget, I don't know if that's Decade Complete's final attack. I haven't gotten that far in the anime yet. But yeah, so let's get through these first. If you hit Kuga, for example, and then you hit a Fies, or if you're... If you hit that F button after any Kamen Rider, it'll do their upgrade name. So, Kamen Rider Ultimate for Kuga, so Ultimate Kuga. Blade? Yeah, I'll do that again. Armed Hibiki. I'm not gonna give that one away yet. One of my least favorite riders just has one of my favorite names for his upgrade form. My least favorite Heisei rider so far. I haven't seen any of the Heisei shows except for Decade, and I guess if Double and O's are counted as Heisei. So my least favorite of Decade's 9 other riders is definitely Ryuki. I don't know why. I actually like Ryuga better for some reason, like his design anyway. Um I don't know why I like Ryuga's design better. It's probably because he's black, and black as a primary color is better than red as a primary color. But so yeah. Um Now, yeah, one of my favorite named upgrade forms is this. I don't know, I like the name Ryuki Survive. Knight Survive. I like having your upgrade form being called Survive. I don't know why, it just seems different. You know, like Emperor, yeah, that's better than just Kiva. Fi's Blaster, it says what he's gaining, basically more firepower. Kiva Emperor, I've already gone over that. Hyper Kabuto, it shows that his speed has gone up. By the way, I like Dark Kabuto better than Kabuto as well. I don't know if they've released a Dark Kabuto Zector. I'll have to look into that. But anyway, without further ado, let's do this. Ow! I'm gonna set this right here, just so when I need it, or not. Okay, so now you also get this, by the way, and so the K-Touch can plug onto here, so it's on your belt when you're not using it. I don't know if he actually plugs it onto his belt or if it just appears when he needs it. If it's just one of those things where it's like, ha! Super Samurai mode! Where the heck did they get a Mega Blade? Yeah. I don't know. Where were they storing that? Were they all keystering their Mega Blades or something? God. Okay, that's a weird. That's a terrible thought. Keystering a sword. That's more a self-evisceration than anything. But anyway, so here's okay, here's the K-Touch. Let's henshin. So sadly I can't show this. Ah. Okay, I'm gonna hit the C button, which is clear. And it resets it. And now it'll go into standby. And now I've just gotten a whole lot more awesome. And had cards randomly stitched to my armor for some reason. And that always weirded me out. I don't know. But anyway. So, rip this off. Stick this on. And now, actually, I'm going to kneel on my bed and show this off, because I think this is pretty cool. Just to demonstrate a little better. You're going to have to look at my gut for a little bit. So, I'll henshin one more time. But with the belt, no. The belt's right side up. This rig was not designed. Okay, so here, I'll pan the camera down a little bit. So, let's take this off, let's put this on. Keep it in the open position. And let's put this module piece here on the side. I believe that's the correct side. I don't know though. So now, so there we go. Oh, by the way, hitting decade at any point will do that. So yeah. No, we can put that there. And if I have a card that I want to use, like say, oh, this one, let's go. Even though I have some final attack rides, let's do this one. Now do you see why I like that? I think that's really cool to just be able to... Headshot! I just realized I yelled that. Whoops. But yeah, pretty awesome little upgrade here. I love the K-Touch, I really do. It's a very fun upgrade. The problem with the Deca Driver part is you now have to hold down. Like here, watch. I'm actually going to take this belt off because it's really annoying to have it on. Yeah, it won't continue the noise if you let go of it midway. And also, it's also kind of loose, which kind of bothers me, but oh well. Hey. But yeah. So as a set, let's just give you my final thoughts. This being part 3 of Decade. As a set, I definitely recommend the Super Best Deca Driver over the Deca Driver, unless you really want to track down all of the Final Form Ride figures. If you want to track down all those figures, then get the normal Deca Driver and those. But I would honestly recommend, if you want to track down Decade's Final Form Rides, I do believe, I'm not totally sure, but I think you can get all of the Final Form Rides in Figuarts. I know they released some of the Final Form Rides in Figuarts. I don't know if they released them all. I know SIC Kabuto and SIC Kuga do their Final Form Rides. I don't know about any of the others. But, oh well. So, yeah. This belt really is sort of a really fun device. I'm going to turn it off again to show you this. It's a very nice, heavy-duty piece of machinery there. Now, beware, this belt can get a little pricey, being a 2009 release, but you can get this thing possibly for normal in-shop prices now on websites, because they re-released it for Super Best for Superhero Tyson. Same with the double driver, which I will be getting for either my birthday or Christmas. Along with a trigger magnum. Not a metal shaft, sadly. I may get a metal shaft if I can find one for really cheap. But yeah, the ride booker, I'd say if out of all three of these, this is the least worth it. Because the box is rather large for what it is. And here's the box. The problem is the box is rather large. So, and here's how much toy you're getting. So this could have been half the size of this box. They really tried. Now, I realized they had the cards separately. I realized this was put in here like this. So I could see why the box was this size. But if they had shipped it in gun mode, even, they could have cut the box down to this. Down to about the size of the K-Touch's box. Like the gun, I realized they shipped it this way, so this part wouldn't hit up against this here. But gun mode would have done that exact same thing. So shipping it like this would have made it a lot, or putting it in a box this size would have made it a lot nicer. So it's kind of sad that they went with such a big box on this because of that. But so yeah, I like the Ride Booker too. I have to give it props. It's kind of a cool toy, but the K-Touch is better for close to the same price. And the Deca driver is definitely a must-have if you're a Decade fan. And yes, the K-Touch can mount to the belt as well. So yeah, you could just have it on there. If you have this thing on and you're going to show it off to friends and stuff, then yeah, you can carry everything you need. The K-Touch is the Ride Booker's storage space is a little minimal, which kind of stinks because I still need to carry my Pokemon tin on me to have it all. My card holder here. I'm going to get a pink deck box over the weekend. If they have a magenta one, I'll get a magenta one, but I'd like to get sort of a magenta deck box, like licensed deck box, and carry that around instead. The problem is they're about this thick. That's going to be kind of annoying in some of my jeans. That's a lot thinner. I may just put a piece of cardboard or something in there, just to make the cards not move around so much. But I don't know. I'll figure something out. So yeah, I'll see you guys at the next review. Maybe figure art, Decade Violent Emotion. I may get that. But if I do, I'm gonna need to get the Final Form Ride. His Final Form Ride thing with all of the cards. And we all know that I'm gonna need to get like 5 packs of those cards just to get the entire Final Form Ride display done. Just to get all the cards. I may even have to get a Skyrider to put up there with him, so he can be kicking through Skyrider. Or kicking Skyrider and making him fall into the ground. But yeah, so, yeah. I'm going to leave you on this note. Hey, you can see me. Decade. I had this before I had the belt. So yeah. And by the way, just to show you guys what time it is. That's AM. So yeah, I just screamed henshin at 2 o'clock in the morning. Then again, that is fun. Kuga, especially. Having that where you could just hit it, it's perfect. If you're a Kuga fan, if you like Kuga in Decade, like that's the only place I've seen. I'm gonna go back and watch all the Heisei shows now after a seeing decade. So yeah, Forza, back of the line, bitch. I'm also not gonna watch Forza because I don't like watching shows that are still on because I can't just binge and watch the whole series. I actually have to wait a week for a new episode. Sometimes 2 weeks for some animes because people subbing them are slow. But yeah, so um, so yeah. Okay. So now that the danger of foreign germs is out of the way, I'm going to take this off so I can wave goodbye to you with my actual hand. Yeah, it's healed up pretty nicely. I've still got a bit of scab there. But, it's not that bad. Really isn't. So yeah, I will see you guys at the next review. Also, it smells like this stuff is made of weed. I don't know why it smells like weed, but it does. Don't ask me how I know what weed smells like. Actually, it may not smell like weed. Let me explain. I have a clear image of what weed smells like in my mind. However, it may not actually be what weed smells like. My clear image of what weed smells like is what the store Nirvana, if you've ever been to that store, smells like. So, because they burn a heck of a lot of incense in there. And it's like, if you're in the mall, you walk into Nirvana, like if you were blindfolded, you'd know you were in Nirvana. That's how, like, first step in the door, and it's just overwhelms you. It's like Yankee Candle, but on a whole another level. Like Yankee Candle is tolerable. Yankee Candle, you could smell another candle without being like, dang, what is that candle that they're burning? I can't smell the other candle because of that. Can I go out into the hall with this to smell it so I can actually smell it? Um, yeah. You would probably have to ask them to go out into the hall with an incense if you wanted to smell it. But yeah. So see you guys. This has been Galactic Marine 501 slash jexamwolfexia. I will see you guys at the next review. I'm actually, if I do another review, if I finally get up the time to do my samurai roleplay toys in the next few days, then you may notice that I may have a hand wrap on again. So, yeah. I'm going to be wrapping it next few days because I still have a few places that are open. A little bit open, I guess. And it's kind of disgusting too, so I kind of want to hide that. And I don't want to get it infected, so yeah. But I'll see you guys. This has been Galactic Marine 501 slash jexamwolfexia.